That's right, we're here. Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Legaia 2 Duel Saga. We're gonna pick up where we left off last time. We had a wholesome, happy ending to the last stream. Because we got the Occulus back home, there's water in the village again, in Ling's home. And we celebrated by having a big feast. And a good nap, I guess. Or I think we took a nap while waiting for the food to be ready or something like that. Kazan and Galvin decided to get drunk. Maya helped Nancy in the kitchen. And yeah, we just kind of went to take a nap. We got the big heroes welcome. So, let me pause the music here. Here we go. Should put that over there. Alright. Let's continue. Kazan says, there, tighten your stance. Galvin says, ha, yeah. Kazan says, guide your weight through your fist. Galvin says, hurrah. Kazan says, combine your moves, both large and small. Focus and finish off your opponent. He's training him. I saw Nancy up there. Galvin says, oh shit, right.
Son of a bitch.
Forgot I wasn't playing the game for a second. I can't control the text speed. Galvin says, oh, Lang, you're finally awake. Since you said that he was your master, I thought I'd test him a little. But look, he's teaching me now. Kazan says his style may be unrefined, but he has a lot of potential. Galvin says, really? You think so? Boruto says, I think it's time we left, Galvin. Galvin says, oh, let's be off then. Boruto says, we thought we'd go to Hunter's Wood to do a little hunting. Galvin says, and I'll be going along to make sure that they don't get attacked by monsters. I noticed he doesn't have the cane anymore. Looks like his injuries weren't permanent, at least. You know, when Avalon fucked him up and threw him against a tree. Galvin says, well, Kazan, I'll be looking forward to our next lesson. Kazan says, seems like we have some free time. Any ideas, Lane? Ask for a lesson of your own, go after Galvin and the men, or there's nothing wrong with taking it easy. You know, I'd say the third one, fuck it. We've been fighting hard, man. Nothing wrong with taking it easy. Lane says, there's nothing wrong with that. We deserve to take it easy. Yeah. Kazan says, rest has its merits, but I want to get some exercise. A warrior can never neglect his training. What do you say, Ling? A stroll down to Hunter's Wood sound okay? That sounds like the ideal place to train. I'll teach you some new moves while we're there. Ling says, really? Look at Maya. I think it's the first time I've seen her smile like that. Maya says, isn't the real reason that you want to go to Hunter's Wood? She all immediately just said,
Oh, shit!
Kazan says, Ling, what do you want to do? Ling says, let's go, Kazan. A lesson in Hunter's Wood sounds good. Okay, go after Galvin and the men.
Son of a bitch.
I like that Maya calls him out on his bullshit. Kazan says, what is this Hunter's Wood? Lang says, it's a forest near here. It's beautiful. Lush, green trees, lots of animals. Maya says, oh, how lovely. Let's go. Kazan? Either way, Maya's adorable. Adorably cute. What about the third answer, though? The first one, technically. Kazan says, it's not a bad idea. Besides, I can teach you a new move or two, Lang, and the buildings will be safe from your wild strokes. Lang says, alright, then let's get going to the Hunter's Wood. What the hell was the top answer? He went into that hella quick. Ask for a lesson of your own. Okay. Lang says, Master, please, give me a lesson too. Kazan says, or no, sorry. That's what I like to hear. But here? Like, there's the same level of detachment of the hair from the character's body model as you see in FF14. Like, I legit just saw it. There's a tiny gap between the start of Kazan's hair right here and his actual like head. You can see it. Look. I'll point it out with my mouse. Oh, it's right there. Yeah, right there. Little gap right there, look. See? There it is, you can see his hand. See, this is a PS2 game. It kind of has an excuse. When you see that shit on characters in FF14, it's like...
Bruh. The
biggest facepalm moment, man. Like, I know it's a game from 2013, but... I mean... Damn, dude. Like... They might want to invest a little bit more in it, you know? Because then it says, we need some more space, and I don't want you busting up somebody's house. Let's find a forest or a mountain. Here we go again. Look, she's giggling. She already knows. She's gonna call him out again. Here it comes.
Do bullshit.
Maya says, I see. Do you want to go to Hunter's Wood too, Kazan? She does the same smile in the end, no matter what. Kazan says, no. I was simply... Lang says, okay, let's go to Hunter's Wood. I wonder why she's teasing him like that, though. What's she implying? Kazan made a new BFF with Galvin. He wants to hang out with him. Marcus says, whew, it's been pretty hectic around here lately. It's good to take some time off. And, oh, by the way, yeah, I guess I forgot to say, but this is after the graphics update, too, to the character models for FF14, and that still happens, the detached hair. And they've acknowledged it themselves, too. Like, they've also put, like, oh, yeah, we're trying to fix that or whatever in some of their posts, but, like, major patches are now 4.5 months apart from each other. And this last one did very, very, very little in that regard, in terms of, like, refining the graphics update or whatever. That's why I said they really need to invest more in that game. Dane says, you think you're the man, eh? I bet you didn't do it alone. There's no way you could have.
You suck!
Stay mad, Dane. Stay mad. Coco says, wee, water, water. Okay, they're saying the same thing as yesterday. They're happy they can drink water again. Aston says, what's the matter, Lang? The core? They left for Hunter's Wood. Yeah, I'm no longer part of the core anymore. I'm above it. I'm awesome. Oh, there you go. So you can camp. You can camp in the world map. I thought so. Maya says, Nancy's such a great sister. So cheerful and energetic. You don't get it? Yes, she is, or hesitate to answer. Lang says, you just don't get her, Maya. Nancy isn't cheerful. She just doesn't see what's going on around her. And you think she's energetic, but I say she's violent. He's like, ah! She's hit me more times than I can count. Ah! Maya says, that's great having a sister to play with. I envy you. Lane says, whoa, Nancy and I aren't related. Yeah, exactly. I was like, they're not actually siblings. She's Galvin's daughter. Maya says, really? That means... I'm sorry. I didn't know. Lang says, it's okay. We didn't know. I guess we do look alike. Do look like brother and sister to outsiders, though. The way you guys act towards each other a little bit, yeah, kind of. Hesitate to answer. What was the question again? Oh, no, that's not a question. Maya was just commenting that Nancy was a great sister. Lang says nothing. Maya says, why are you so quiet? Lang says, I just didn't know how to answer, so... Maya says, Nancy's a really nice sister, isn't she? Excuse me? Lang says, no, Nancy and I aren't related. Excuse me again, that one caught me off guard, holy shit. Jesus Christ, that was violent. No, Nancy and I aren't related, she's Galvin's daughter. Maya says, really? That means... I'm sorry. Okay, it's the same thing again. It converges. I love these wholesome campfire conversations. Lang says, yep, Nancy sure is full of energy. Too much so for me to keep up with sometimes. Maya says, I envy you. I wish I had a sister like her. And then, of course, well, we're not related, yada yada. Galvin's daughter. Same thing again. Okay, so that wasn't too much variance there. Kazan says, if Galvin isn't your birth parent, who is then? Ling has no idea. He says nothing. He says, I don't know, really. Kazan says, sorry. I'm sorry. I asked something I shouldn't have. Ling says, that's okay. Don't worry. I don't care about my real parents anyway. I'm fine with Galvin as my dad, even if he is a little uncool. Uncool. Well, Ling certainly does fit, he definitely, sometimes in moments like those, fits, I'm trying to find a different word for it, but basically, like, he acts his age. There we go. He definitely acts his age. A rebellious teenager over here. Kazan says, if he heard what you just said, he'd be touched and cry. Ling says, no way. I bet he'd say, I'm uncool, and hit me. Kazan says, guess you're right. He's like, you know what? Actually, you're right. Get hit, fool. Lang says, Galvin and Boruto should be up ahead of us. Let's find them. Okay, I guess that's it. The most conversations were when we first met, like the first time we made camp for sure. It's almost like there was a huge backlog. Wait, what did it make this time? Oh, the lobster and wine. Was that the, that was the middle option at the rich people's restaurant or whatever, right? I think? Or was that the most expensive option? I can't remember now. I know it was yesterday, but... Lang says, I think I cooked it a bit too long. I hope it's okay. Maya's eating. Munch crunch. Maya says, it's good, but... it's hard to eat shrimp. Kazan says, munch munch. This is a humongous shrimp. It tastes okay, I guess. Yeah. Lobsters do kind of look like just enormous shrimp. Yeah. Maximum HP increased, HP and MP restored, and attack, defense, agility, and... what is CHA? Charisma? I don't know. Either way, increased. I forget the word charisma is where the slang term Riz comes from. That makes sense. Because people attribute being able to, you know, hit on someone in a confident way as being charismatic, right? Charisma. Riz, for short. I was thinking about it the other day. What's this? Ah, it's just cozy. You gotta enjoy these moments of peace. I meditated for like half a minute. Why not, right? Taking those moments to just pause and be aware for a second, be present. It's nice. Saber Wolf. Are these enemies still like level 1 or some shit? We're gonna destroy them. Kazan says, we need to find a suitable opponent for our lesson. I will teach you the Skyfang art known as Divine Bolt. First select battle. Next choose attack. Wow, this is echoing when we started the game with Galvin, because he was teaching us shit here too. The same area. Kazan says, huh, now enter up, down, down, right. He's teaching us cheat codes. Kazan says, we will watch from here. Telling Maya. Kazan says, okay, now finish it, Lang. No, they scaled up. The enemies in this area have scaled up. They're not level 1. That was really good. Kazan says, "Huh, nice job, kid. Now don't forget it." Art acquired, Divine Bolt. Nice, he actually taught us a new move. Blind Fury. Wasn't too furious, but it worked. Just a bunch of downs, okay. Well, they're having fun holding down the button. They were just like, fuck it.
Yosh, 行くぞ.
Imagine they're too much further up. I don't remember this place being this big. Took a while to get here. I think this is the last campsite before wherever the hell they are, though. If they got something already. A deer. Alan says, look at this! A huge long-tailed deer. Kazan says, haha, that certainly is quite a catch. Did you really kill all those monsters? Alan says, ah, that was nothing. I am the captain of the Vigilance Corps after all.
Dylan!
Calvin says, huh?
Son of a bitch.
Kazan says, the sky. What's happening to it? The eclipse. Calvin says it got so cloudy all of a sudden. Kazan says storm maybe? But something's not right. how the TV show Heroes started. Calvin says, hey, what's going on? This is creepy. The sun's black.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Oh shit. The wolves. They're getting back up. But they're changing at the same time. They're transforming.
He's pulling his cock out!
Oh, that's nightmare fuel. What the fuck, dude? They're literally zombies. Boruto says, monsters! Galvin says, ah! What are these things? Kazan says, you two, get back to town. Galvin says, wait, what are you gonna do? Kazan says, don't worry about us. Just let us take care of this. Lang says, I'll try and do my best. Galvin, you go back and warn the people. Galvin says, well, alright, but I want you to be careful. They gave him that goofy ass run. Right, now we got zombie wolves. Corrosive tusks. They literally came back to life from the dead. Seem redundant, right? Whatever. Yeah, they came back to life. Let's just leave it at that. They do look pretty, they do look pretty scary now like that. Everything we killed is gonna come back to haunt us now. You can see its ribs showing. Aqua spear. Neat. She just, that almost sounded and looked, from her facial expression, it almost sounded like she said, did I do that? Like she was impressed by her own power. Maya says those monsters were terrible. Was it caused by that black sun? Kazan says, I wonder. There was a flash of black? Then those things were suddenly alive again. Lang says it's just like that mural. This is just like the mural we saw at St. Joprian's. I couldn't tell what the fuck was on that mural. Is that really what it was depicting? Kazan says, oh yeah, the one that was hanging in St. Joprian's church. Soon the eclipse will completely cover the earth and a new world will be born. Lang says, so is this the eclipse Avalon was talking about? Kazan says if what Avalon said was true, it's got to be more than just this. I mean, if we believe he's trying to destroy this world and create a new one, then this is only the beginning, an omen. If something terrible is going to happen, it'll come later. That's what I think. So much for taking it easy. Kazan says, anyway, let's get back to town. Excuse me, everybody's probably worrying about us. No more doors of light that leave dungeons quickly? Probably not. We got ambushed!
Surprise, motherfucker.
Chaos Weagles. Fucking zombified overgrown ants. Camping. Maya says, look at the sky. It looks like evenings all of a sudden. I didn't realize he was gonna pull up camp, so I turned off my webcam because I was about to get up to grab something while he was like running through the forest. But bad timing. Wait, what did he say though? It looks like evening? Oh, right, because of the eclipse, yeah. Kazan says, yeah, the bright sun has changed to a creepy black color. I hope nothing else bad happens. Lang says, I wonder if other places are alright. In any case, we better get back to Null. Okay. Alright, one sec. Still here, though. Dun. Nova Heat. That's neat. The effect of the cooking is worn off. We need to eat more food, y'all. Balsamic veggies. Alright, let's see what they say about this. That'll be good. Lang says, thanks for waiting. Please go ahead, I guess. Maya says, this dish is hard to make, isn't it? Lang, you're amazing. Kazan says, don't get all stuck up. Food's food once you eat it. Trying to keep him humble, huh? Maximum MP increased, HP and MP restored, and attack defense intelligence. What is men? And agility increased. Mental something maybe? I don't know. Must be like a secondary intelligence stat or something. We got men. That's what we got. Where are all the hot men at?
Surprise, motherfucker.
Oh shit, I nailed it. I just hit that button just thinking, you know, whatever. And it turned out to be an actual ambush. But we're also surrounded.
Fuck!
Well, Maya's dead. She got knocked the fuck out. Jesus, they're faster than us too. This is getting bad. Yeah, I think this is warranted. Poor Maya didn't get shit for that. Got 1 HP. It's like the end of Legaia 1 all over again. We got the Juggernaut consuming the world slowly theme song playing again. Oh, hey, Zodiac. You remember this part of the game reminding you a bit of FF8? Really? That's interesting. Aston says the chorus sure came back in a panic. Did something happen at Hunter's Wood? Have you not seen the sky, dude? Like, is this guy for real right now? Like, how... Maxwell says, whoa, it's not a storm. The sun turned black.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Yeah. Anyway, I hope you're doing well, Zodiac. Hilden says, such a menacing sky. I pray it is not an omen. Anna says, the sky, it's quite peculiar. Almost like a sunset painted with blood. Yeah. That's one way of looking at it. Mallory says, what a commotion outside. We haven't had a storm for ages. Ah, here to buy some medicine? Yeah. Now that you've gotten the Alcolith back, I do hope that things will return to the way they've always been. Wishful thinking at this point. Game had a solar eclipse that made monsters... Oh! That's right, I see. I know what you're talking about now. Yeah. The sky even... Like, the sky and the ambience around the characters and the world map and everything around Esther, in particular, turns red, exactly like this, when the monsters fall from the moon in FF8, you're right. What do they call it? The Lunar Cry. The Lunar Cry event, triggered by the lunatic Pandora moving over Esther. Or no, it goes to Tears Point. Yeah, when it moves over to Tears Point, and it causes that. And then a bunch of much stronger monsters fall from the moon, and then the encounters get a lot harder in that area. And they casually reveal. I mean, they say it earlier in the game, but the Lunar Cry is something that happens once every who knows how many years, and that's how monsters actually appear on the planet too. They come from the moon. So after a Lunar Cry, for years after that, there's a bunch of monsters that slowly just kind of get cold over time, but then another Lunar Cry happens and it repeats. It's a nice explanation for the monsters, I suppose. Anyways, enough about FF8. Hadam says, is it true about the sky? Mill was blabbering about a black sun. Uh-oh. Let's get back to business. With the Alcolith back, things are gonna settle down again. Right, Ling? Again, wishful thinking. Mill says the sky's all dark, the sun's all black. Orto says, just when you thought you could stop worrying about water, now it's the sun. What's going on? Jill says storms are quite rare here, but it's very odd, isn't it? There's no rain at all. And that creepy sun. Eva says, whoa, Lang, the sun's turning black. Eva says, such an ominous sky. Looks like a storm is coming. Omni says, oh, what an evil looking sky. I heard that there are more monsters in Hunter's Wood lately. Is that true? Coco says that black thing. What is it? It didn't look like the moon just casually blocking out the sun. Yeah, it definitely seems like something else is going on. Marcus says it's just like Captain said. What is that black sun? Is there a movie or something called that? Black Sun. That sounds familiar. Galvin says, Lang, you alright? Lang says, I've never seen anything like that before. It was a hard battle, but I took him down. Is the town alright? Galvin says, yeah, I don't think anyone's seen that before, especially not in Hunter's Wood. But you never know when we'll run into something like that again. Better be careful. Hawk says, monsters now mutating into even greater monstrosities? Galvin says, you think that black sun had something to do with it? Hawk says, I do not know, but it is ominous. That black sun. Galvin, I advise you to stay far from Hunter's Wood for a while. Hawk says, fair guess. My apologies for the disturbance. Lang, it is time for you to rest. Okay. Hawk says, in all my years, I've never seen a sky like this. And with the events at Hunter's Wood, it is a dire portent indeed. Dane says, another incident at Hunter's Wood. Ever notice nothing good ever happens while you're around? Maybe you're a jinx.
You suck!
It's because the plot of the game revolves around me, Dane, alright? You suck. He really is Ixis 2.0, man. They took all the characters from the first Legaia and just, like, amplified them and remade them for this game, basically. At least in the starting village. Galvin says, just when you've brought the Alcolith back, now it's that creepy black sun. No rest for the righteous, man. Kazan says, is this what that guy meant? An origin of infinite power? Maya says, are we going to become like those monsters in Hunter's Wood? I don't want that. Lang says, we just brought back the Alcolith. Are we gonna sit here and watch the world crumble right before our eyes? There must be something. There must be something that that we can do. Me? Everyone? The world all changed? No, we can't let this happen. Kazan says, Lang, you have spoken well. I feel very much the same.
Dylan!
But that black sun. There are too many things not known to us.
Bitch.
Maya says, Kazan, let's ask Raim. Lang says, Raim? Who the fuck is Raim? Kazan says he is a spirit that has lived as one with the earth from days of old. It's possible. If anyone can tell us about the black sun or the rot, it would be Raim. Lang says, so... It's Raim. Who is he? Or did he say where is he? I kind of missed that a little bit. Where is he? Sorry. Maya says, in my hometown, past the forest maze in a town called Yuno. That explains why that's where they found her. Not Lang and Kazan, obviously, but the Doppling Castle people. Lang says, alright, let's get going to Yuno. Kazan says, Lang, Yuno is quite far. I'm certain there are many who will be sad to see you go so soon after you've returned. Prepare well for your journey. We will be waiting at the entrance of the town. Come when you feel that you are ready to depart. Dane felt like a mix between Ixis and Sungi. Yeah. Yeah, which Sungi was basically just Ixis on steroids, man. It was just... Like, Ixis was just kind of annoying, and Sungi was a complete asshole. And Dane is basically, yeah. Yeah, I think you nailed it. He's like a mix of the two is definitely the best way to describe him. Oops. I have to go back a frame, but... Hawk says, in all my years, I've never seen a sky like this, and with the events at Hunter's Woods, a dire portent indeed. Nothing new then. You said that before. Kazan says, are you finished? We're leaving if you're ready. I'm all set. Kazan says, well, shall we start off to Yuno? Maya says, yes. Like how we didn't even go say bye to like Nancy or anyone else. She's like, yeah, fuck, let's get out of here. Mike says, which way is Yuno? They just told you, fool. Maya says, it's west of Darakin, but along the way we'll have to pass through the forest maze. Yeah. Mike says, what's wrong with the forest? Kazan says, there's a strange mist in the forest. It confuses the senses and makes one lose one's way. Mike says, then what should we do? Kazan says only Mizzle Red Sand will be able to counter the forest's evil presence. I think I have some in my home. It's out of the way, but we should go back to Mount Gable to get it. Okay. Wait, what if what's-his-name took it? You gave all your shit away to that guy. The merchant dude. I bet that's gonna be a plot point now. Kazan says, what does it matter? Lang? Lang says nothing. Nothing at all. He was just saying one last goodbye to his hometown, man. He doesn't know when he'll be back. This is such nice quality of life. Just being able to go straight to where you gotta go. Super fast. Basically fast travel. The Hopelessness world map music. Lips' tear. Oh my god, that reminded me of something. So weird the boulders you break, they just come back. Kazan says, what's the matter, Ling? You seem kind of down. Ling says, I've been thinking. Do I really have the power to fix that black sun? I just don't know. Kazan says, it won't be just you. You'll have me and Maya, too. Lang says, yeah, you're right. But still, I don't know. Maya says, Lang, let's just give it our best, okay? Lang says, Maya. Kazan says, that's right. You're not the kind of guy to be paralyzed with fear. Lang says, yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah, you're right. If I let myself get discouraged, we won't be able to do what we set out to do. That's the spirit, boy. Kazan's like, there you go. Maya says, we need Mizzle Red Sand to get out of the forest maze. Without it, we'd wander around the forest forever. Oh, it's kind of like the sleeping forest, I get it. You literally can't progress. Lang says, Maya, don't scare me like that. Kazan says, when I came from Yuno, I must have had met Mizzle Red Sand with me. If we go back to Mount Gable, we should be able to find it right away. that merchant guy probably took off with it already. Forgot his name already. Whew. Mr. Hancock insert from FF14. Jesus, there's 4 of them. We're getting a really high number of enemies on the regular now. Hope he's still here. Yeah, here we go. He's not gonna find it because what's his name took off with it, right? Kazan says, this is strange. It should be right here. Someone really cleaned me out while I was gone. They even made off with the dishes and my clothes. Does he not remember he gave his shit away to what's his name? Like, he just said you can have it all or whatever? Kazan says, darn! I completely forgot! There! Now he remembered. Jesus Christ. I told Kenjiro that he could have it all. I didn't know he was gonna laugh. I just, you know. He says, that explains everything. Lang says, so what are we gonna do? We can't make it through the woods without Mizzle Red Sand, right? Kazan says, Maya says, I think the only thing we can do is start looking for Kenjiro. Let's just hope he hasn't sold it already. Kazan says, you're right, Maya. Now, where would he go? Somewhere with a lot of people. Lang says, well, let's go find him. I mean, I think we only have one town that we have access to right now that has a lot of people. Sweepy sweeps. Back down the mountain we go. Oh, good. Quality of life edit. For us, anyway, the viewers. They just skip to the campsite. Kazan says, seeing them all appear at once like that was quite spectacular. All the origins. Eva, Legaia, and Revis. Almost forgot her name. Almost. Earth, water, and fire, right? Lang says, I guess the origins couldn't meet before either. Diva says, yes, we don't usually show ourselves in public. Diva says, we work behind the scenes. Nothing to do with the common world. Galea says, what a loner. I like being outside. Galea's got this snarky attitude, apparently. He's like, what a loner. I like being outside. Diva says, we are of a different nature than the common world. Know that their worldly passions bring nothing but trouble. Galea says, fine. Stay in the background then. And rot there.
You suck!
They're fighting. Kazan says, please, stop it. Giving sermons isn't like you, Diva. Riva says, this is a rare occasion, isn't it? I suspect that's his way of being happy. Diva stays quiet and then says, nonsense!
Oh, shit!
Galea says, don't get the wrong idea that we're friends. I'm gonna do as I please. Lang says, hey! Kazan says, what a hot-headed origin you possess, Lang. Does he take after you? Or is this your true spirit? What a lively journey this has become. I look forward to where we'll go. Yeah, Galea is nothing like the cool, level-headed meta that was Vaughn's partner in the previous game. He's just like, let me at him, let's go. Kazan says, where in the world could that Kenjiro be? Maya says, well, let's see. He's a peddler, so he should be somewhere where there are a lot of people. Maybe in town? Kazan says, let's head to Darken then. I don't care about my dishes or clothes, but we've got to get that Mizzle Red Sand back. I guess it kind of, you know, it kind of fits Galea being like that, because it's, you know, they're making him the hot-headed type, and he's fire element, so, you know, it kind of fits. Hot-headed, fire, yada yada. It is, it was a little bit more, odd, but not in a bad way. It was more of an odd choice that Meta was so calm and level-headed when he was fire element. At least when you look at it that way, when you try to, like, assign personality types based on elements, which, you know, obviously this game did, kind of. Like, it's kind of a trope you see in some media. To be fair, all the Raw Siru were all very calm and level-headed in the last game. Their personalities weren't that different from each other. They were distinguishable, but not by, like, a whole lot. These three so far are actually significantly different from each other. Galea and Diva were almost going at each other there for a bit. They were like... They do seem to know each other from before they were, you know, kind of like how the Raw Siru came from a different world, from heaven, basically. They were basically stand-ins for angels, if we're going biblical. These guys do seem to have a similar relationship because, what's his name? Eagle? Avalon's, origin did know Galea. Like, at the beginning of the game, he said that Lang had, he had the spirit of Galea or whatever. The power of Galea, and that he would be a problem. Even when Lang had no idea. So it's probably this similar thing where they all come from the same place. From some other world. Uh-oh. Did they just... Wow, that was like low-key nightmare fuel. What was that glitchy mess? Everything slowed down. The music, the fucking, the video and everything. And it's definitely, yeah, it was definitely on the recorder's end. It's kind of like that small glitch we saw yesterday. Oh, here it comes. Hotel says, what is this ugly-looking coin anyway? Oh, sorry, but take a look. It's a Doppling coin. The people in the castle told me to buy it. Think I can sell it? Hearing the music in slow-mo, very different vibe. I'll buy it with a questionable amount of money. She got Bitcoin, basically. She got Doplin's newest crypto scam. Doppling coin. So Lang said, I think so. Lang says, maybe there's someone out there who'd buy it. Is this how we're gonna get the sand off of Kenjiro when we find him? We're gonna offer him this fucking coin. We'll be like, here's some Bitcoin, dude. Hotel says, you think so? You really think so? But it seems fishy to me somehow. I don't like, here's the other option. He says, I don't think so. Who would buy it? Latel says, I know. I thought some weirdo might buy it, but I guess it's a lost cause. I said it with the wrong cadence. He just said, I know. Yeah. What was the last answer? Oh, I'll buy it with... Yeah. Lang says, I'll buy it. How much is it? Latel says...
What?
I don't think you really want to. This costs 40,000 gold. Holy fuck. Yeah, exactly. Lang's reaction is... That's still less than the most expensive full course meal at that restaurant, though. Latel says, I could sell it to a snobby noble, but I couldn't sell it to you. I'll just take my time. But I want it for 40,000. Lang says, no, I want it. Please, sell it to me. Latel says, huh? Are you serious? Guess you're the weirdo. Here you are. Last chance. Do you really want it? I feel like you can get a lower price, can't you? I definitely want it. Mike says, I want it. Really? Sell it to me. Latel says, I give up. Are you really sure? Okay, here you go. You bought the Doppling coin. Minus 40 fucking grand. A goddamn crypto scam. Fucking Hawk2a coin over here. Latel says, I'm happy I sold it, but somehow... That's it. Her dialogue reset to normal shopkeeper. So you really have to pay 40 grand, huh? I guess we do have a lot of money now. So they want, this was literally a money check for MSQ progression. A few games have those. That's not unheard of. Very few. But yeah, some of them have it. Money check. DPS check, a money check, a heal check. So all these checks, man. Are we playing checkers?
You suck!
I know. Doppling coin. A pure gold coin, engraved with the likeness of Doplin, the latest crypto scam. I mean, Doplin looking pleased with himself. Nil says, there's a weird looking guy on the edge of town. I'm scared. Oh, there he is. He carries around his little mat to sit on. Kenjiro says, I'll buy anything you want to sell. I'll sell anything you want to buy. That big shit-eating grin. Kazan says, hey, Kenjiro. About that stuff I gave you the other day. He's not gonna give it back for free, dude. Kazan says, remember that thing called Mizzle Red Sand? Kenjiro says, that was a surprise, Kazan. The town alchemist was just begging me to sell it to him. Kazan says, what? Did you sell it? Kenjiro says, I wouldn't let it go that easily. It's worth a fortune. Why, look, I have it right here. Kazan says, that's a relief. Kenjiro, would you give it back to me? No. There it is. Kenjiro says, no siree. You gave it to me, so it's mine now. Link says, we really need it. We'll pay you as much as we can. Kenjiro says, nope. I won't give this here up, no matter how much y'all pay. Really? Maya says, please, Kenjiro, we're begging you. We'll do anything for you. And then it cuts to that, and I pause it at the perfect time for what I was gonna say. I was gonna say, Maya, please choose your words carefully. Do not say anything, all right?
Son of a...
I thought he was gonna say anything. Give me 500,000 gold. No. Kenjiro says, ah, shucks. Since y'all are begging, I guess I better oblige. Listen up. I'll give you the Mizzle Red Sand. But I want Lips' tear in return. Shit. Lang says Lips teardrops? Are we gonna have to hunt down that fucking Lips that ran away earlier? Kenjiro says the Lips are as hard to find as they are famous. They only shed tears from those lovely eyes once a year. It's incredibly rare. They have eyes? Okay. News to me. Because that says Lips' tear. Kenjiro says, I wouldn't mind trading Mizzle Red Sand for something rare like that. Kazan says lips. The legendary monsters. So where are these legendary monsters? And Jiro says, how the heck am I supposed to know? But folks been seeing them out in natural areas like mountains. If y'all can't find them, no matter how hard you look, you might need... What? Some of my choicest stuff. Blowfish weed. Packed full of the scent of a spikefish. Lips love them. You'll definitely find one with this. Kazan says, I don't know. This seems a bit shady. Shady. Kazan says, I guess I don't have any choice. Deal. Give it to me. And Jiro says, thanks. That'll be 500G. Kazan says, what? You're charging me for that?
What the fuck?
Of course. He's a fucking merchant. Look at him. He's a businessman. What is he gonna... He's gonna give anything for free? And Jiro says, this ain't no charity here. You don't trust me? Then don't buy it. Kazan says... He's getting pissed. I think that coin is optional, but the price being 40,000 might have been a reference to the life grail you could buy at Soul Tower. You could barter with the kids selling it to lower the price slightly. Oh yeah, yeah, I did that. I remember doing that at Soul Tower. That's a very loose reference, though. Yeah, it could be. Very loose, though. Because he wasn't anything like that kid who was an asshole. And it wasn't like an accessory or anything. Or at least I don't think so. That seemed like a key item. But yeah, I can see that. Kenjiro says, did you manage to find Lips' tier? No. I'll buy anything you want to sell. I'll sell anything you want to buy. We'll give us some weapons and armor. Or tools, I guess. That kid you mentioned, though, that's how you find out Vaughn's age, 14. And you can answer him that. Not him, but the one guarding the door. You can be like, I'm not a kid, I'm 14. And then the kid's like, how uncool. He's just like...
You suck!
Alright. That's a good song. I was gonna say, I'm gonna take a break. So... And I was literally just thinking, oh, that's actually a really good song to AFK on. I'll play the original versions. The original game's version of that. Where is it? Yeah, here it is. Sounds almost identical, really. But yeah. Might not be a direct reference if the price was the same. Yeah, I think that's what it, yeah, it was definitely meant to be a subtle one that it's like, okay, people will probably get it if they pay really close attention to like the price, the real fans of the first game will get it, you know? Definitely. I can see that. Because everything else was completely different. Like the rest of the situation was completely different, but the price definitely. So I could definitely see it being a reference to the life grail. Because it's a very specific price, you know? It wasn't like 50 grand or 100 grand or 10, you know? Like, most people will usually put it at a price like that. Choosing 40k in particular, when there just happened to be an item in the previous game that had the same exact price, it does feel like a very deliberate reference, yeah. The more I think about it, the more I'm like, you know what, he's right. That's definitely probably it. Because 40,000 is a very specific or particular price to choose. Anyway, I'll be back in a few minutes. I'm gonna take a little break.
Oh shit. Here we go again.
Surprise, motherfucker.
I'm back. Alright, let's continue where we left off. Oops, I almost closed that. Just wanted to pause it. There we go. Make sure everything else is working. Yep. Alright, here we go. Gale Canyon North. I'm gonna find the lips here. about to have his last lunch. Fucking Lips Forelli, man. It's a deep cut for GTA 3 fans. Lips King. Well, dude, we already found one. What the fuck? Or is this just, you know, a randomized mob version of it or something?
Evil!
It's also purple, too. It's probably being affected by the eclipse. Maybe just having that item in our inventory was enough. I don't know. We'll find out. Lips is tier. That was it? Okay. We're done. The effect of the cooking wore off. Great. A legendary gem said to be dropped by... what is that? The rare lips. Yeah. Those purple ones seem a lot less cowardly than the green one that ran away last time. Lang says, so this is a lips tier, huh? Now all we've got to do is give it to Kenjiro. Kazan says, that guy, it was mine in the first place. Well, maybe you shouldn't have just given all your stuff away like an idiot. Like, I thought that was a stupid idea the moment he did it. It's just like... It's like, don't you plan on coming back here eventually? Why the fuck are you... Chocolate pie? God damn, this game is making me hungry, man. This game's a problem. It causes cravings, bro. Maya says, I think I baked it well, but how is it? Mike says, yeah, this is an amazingly crisp pastry. Kazan says, no matter how much dessert I eat, it never fills me up. It's because it's all carbs, bro. It's empty calories. You're not getting protein and fat at all, so your body's like, dude, I know you just ate, but that ain't shit. Like, where's the real food? MP restored, intelligence, men, agility, and Riz increased. We got men. Well, that was fast. Almost felt like a minor side quest. And Joe says, you managed to find the lips here? Yep. Thanks. Yep, this is it, isn't it? And Joe says, hey, how did you... Whatever. If you've got one, I'll trade for it. Well, deal's a deal then. Don't trade. Kenjiro says, no biggie. Now, how much can I get for this? Yeehaw. He's teasing you. He's like, I'm just gonna sell this sand you were after. He gave Lips his tier in exchange for the Mizzle red sand. And Jeff says, darn. Fuck! I was looking forward to selling this baby, but... That's, yeah! See, I remembered, when I first saw this guy, I'm sure maybe you saw the VOD, but I mentioned how he has that... The look on his face, his personality, everything about him is basically, even the sunglasses, is basically a trope of like the hyper-capitalist merchant who's just like always looking for a good business deal or a good way to make money. He's always got that shit-eating grin and tries to pretend to be your friend and all that shit. I was comparing him to a character from a different game, but I had completely forgot about the Happy Mask Salesman from Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time, and Majora's Mask. It's literally that. That's the same type of character. He doesn't have the round shades, but yeah, it's the same motherfucker. Like, he's just like doing this with his hands, like thinking about how he's gonna make money off you, you know? And if I remember correctly, in Ocarina of Time, one of the masks he sells is like super ridiculously expensive too. Like, I think you have to bring the price down by doing something special, but... Or you literally have to pay the full price. I can't remember what it was, but There was some gimmick to it, I think. But yeah, that's another good example of that character trope of like the business like hyper capitalist merchant guy that pretends to be your friend with that shit-eating grin on his face. His teeth are huge, man. Kenjiro, I mean. And she says, darn, I was looking forward to selling this baby, but nothing. I was just talking to myself.
You bastard!
Prick. He only got reluctant to sell it because he saw how bad we needed it when we first asked him for it. He was always gonna sell it for like a normal thing. He just extorted us for the fucking lips tier or whatever just because he saw we needed it bad. Asshole. Mizzle Red Sand is legendary sand only found in the western regions and has the power to stop the malice the forest gives off. Thing is, we never went there without it though, so we're not even gonna know what the hell it's talking about. The fuck? Maya's cooking over here. Let her cook. Maya says, wow, so this is where you add the broth. Leon says, I say, you have to do this step quickly, or else the pasta gets soggy. Lang says, Maya, what are you doing? Maya says, Leon is teaching me how to cook. That's right, see? I know how to cook, and I'm teaching Maya right now. That's the canon.
Shit!
Maya says, he's showing me how to make pasta carbonara. Pasta carbonara. Okay. I'll make it for you next time, okay, Lang? Cute little smile. Maya learned how to make pasta carbonara. Sweet. I'm actually looking forward to that. Leon says, boiling time's critical for pasta. You're gonna be covering it in sauce, so a little on the hard side is good. Hard side meaning don't overcook it, I think is what he's getting. Oh, yeah. If you cook it too much, it gets really, really, really bland and soggy. Oh, okay. Maya says, Nils is so lucky. He's got a dad who can cook stuff like this. Yeah. Professional chef. And the mom is the bartender. I like it. The forest maze south. That town covered in snow over there must be our target. That must be Yuno. Here we go, the forest maze. Yuno. You think maybe that was Juno's actual name? It meant to have a Y in it instead of a J? From the first Legaia? May's father? Doesn't matter, but... Kazan says, good. Now we will not be led astray. But we should still proceed cautiously. That black sun may have affected this forest also. So that's like using the lunar harp on the sleeping forest in FF7. Okay. A hanged snail. More like a salamander, but okay. Lang has been struck with venom. Maya too. Anti-venom triggered.
I got poison! Son of a...
That worked. That abrupt edit worked with my nonsense. My soundboard nonsense. Log-hard crab. Or log-hard crab. Oh, it's the boss from the beginning of the game, but it's a newer version, obviously. Kazan says, that's another big one. I wonder if this is an effect of the eclipse too. Maya says, Kazan. Kazan says, Maya, you just watch. Lang, this will be a good test for the new art. We will synchronize our moves for a massive attack. Are you ready? First select battle. I forgot about this. That's right. One of the biggest new features they added to this game compared to the first one that I really fucking loved, which was like, actually, it was meant to be a huge selling point. It really drew me in, is you can do combined arts attacks with your party members now. It's basically, what's it called? Oh my god, synergy. Like the synergy attacks in FF7 Rebirth. It's fucking awesome. I forgot this game had that. Like, I say it's a selling point because I remember it being on the back of the box. I literally have it like right there. Right next to Phantasy Star Online. But I'm too lazy to get it. It's like I can see it. I'm too lazy to move over there and pick it up. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it's they're called like dual arts or something. And then it says your turn, select attack. Now do this. Down left, up right, down left. Cheat codes. Airborne Fury. Variable art. Enter down left, up right, down left. Combine for an awesome tandem attack. I thought this was the coolest fucking shit ever. This was like the best way to evolve the combat system from the first Legaia game. Because then it says, oh, now it's my turn. The game didn't tell us what to do. I guess the player just knows. Oh, I think the dual arts are tethered to one character. So only they have to do it. Then the other character can do whatever, and then it just does it. I think that's how it works. That's why Kazan didn't have to do anything special. Kazan says, okay, let's do it, Ling. Basically, the leader of the synergy attack is the one who activates it through their combo. And it probably goes just on their turn. So then Kazan will do his own attack on his turn. Variable art. Demon Crusher. Airborne Fury. Holy fucking shit. Yeah, exactly. I was just about to do that. Maya literally said this. Lang says this. I never knew. Kazan says that's what you get when you combine our strength. I expect that you can do it with others as well. Maya literally pogged off. She was like... she was like, whoa!
Son of a bitch.
Okay, now I've been won over. I've been seeing people comment on these videos, and as well as like ones from the first game, saying I really wish Legend of Legaia could get a remake. I'm kind of wishing that now too, after seeing that. Even if it becomes a mobile game, so it can be actually marketed as a turn-based game, which it doesn't have to be, but still, that would be nice. Just because this combat system is fucking awesome. They're bringing back turn-based games, right? So I mean, they should bring this combat system back. If they're gonna do that. I completely forgot about the variable art system in this. If I had played this game more recently, I definitely would have thought of it when doing synergy skills and synergy abilities in FF7 Rebirth. I definitely would have thought of this game. You can poison enemies too. Oh, we didn't get to see her full, like... Was that the last enemy? I don't think so, actually. Dude, Lane just got knocked the fuck out. Oh, she just catches her breath. Revival elixir. Of course, if I remember correctly, it would make sense too. I haven't seen it yet though, but I'm pretty sure the variable arts take up a fuck ton of AP. And I think there's only like 2 for each character. For each combination of characters. Like, could even just be 1. I can't remember. But like, so Ling and Kazan have 2. And it's split between them. Like, there's one that Ling leads with, like that one. And then there's one that Kazan does. Could be interchangeable. I can't remember, but it's only like 1 or 2 because there's 5 characters, I believe. There's only so many they could do. A bonus bangle? What the fuck is that for? AP cut 1. Amount of AP reduced 10%. Excellent. And we saw those kinds of accessories in the first game. The forest, that thing remained on fire. The blowfish weed effect is, oh yeah, it was an item you used so that your next encounter would hopefully be a Lips King. It barely wore off. We used that back at the Guild Canyon to get the Lips fight. Which reminds me of something I gotta do at the end of this stream. Yeah, they're editing it too. It's interesting how some random encounters they choose to, yeah, minus 72 AP, and it has a V for variable. Demon Crusher. I don't think we've seen this. Oh wait, yeah, it's the same one. I think. No, those are different attacks. Or maybe they were the same, but again in reverse order, maybe? So Ling went first instead of Kazan because he did it? Because Kazan activated it? They should be called hung snails. You know what I'm saying? Dude, that thing got up in a fucked up way. These things are nightmare fuel, man. It's like quadruped Slenderman. With 2 heads. Angel's Blessing. That sounds familiar. What's that do? Restore 50% HP and MP. Accidentally discovered by a famous alchemist. Oh, that's how you get that. Spell of Water? Maya's spell scroll contains the spell Absolute Zero. I think there's some arts like that you have to learn this way. You can't just like combine attacks, or you can't just do combined inputs to get it. It's like the hyper arts in the first game. You need to get the books. Beam cannons. Oh, hold on, is this it? Yeah, it is. Okay, we gotta pay some respects for this one. We gotta see what it looks like at normal speed. Hyper art. Freeze in hell, basically. Neat. She is water element. Makes sense. What the fuck is that? Mrs. Bean? He's doing little fist punches. Like, he's getting ready to kickbox us. This tiny little bean, dude. What the fuck? That is the cutest enemy I've ever seen. And she's dead. She comes out swinging, literally. Just... A fighting beam. That's such an adorable little concept. This player had to look over at their guide, just like I did. Just like I did for the first game. Armor bangle. Upper defense boost. Makes sense. Can steal AP when attacking. Everything, even with the red sand, dude, everything looks the same. It's like, it looks so easy to just get lost anyway. Yay, we get campfire chatting. Lang says, so this is the forest maze, huh? It just looks like a regular forest to me. Kazan says, what if this were all just an illusion? What if your eyes have been playing tricks on you from the moment you stepped into the forest? Lang says, don't scare me like that, master. I mean... Lang says, Mizzle Red Sand, huh? We've got to have this with us to get out of the forest. That isn't very handy. Kazan says, but on the other hand, it means the monsters can't get out of the forest without it either. Maya says, there aren't many scary monsters beyond this forest, and you know. This forest protects you, really. It's a natural defense. Lang says, Maya, your village is beyond the forest maze, right? Maya says, that's right. Knowing Raim, I'm sure he can help us. Okay. Good thing. We're making pancakes today? What's up? Look at all these pastries or desserts. There we go. Strawberry sweet. Kazan makes this. This will be interesting. Kazan says this is the only dessert I can make. Okay. Lang says I wouldn't be surprised to find a chili pepper inside. I know, he likes everything spicy. Lang says it's sweet. Did you really make this, master? Maya says, wow. I didn't know Kazan could make sweets too. He said nothing about it. He's not proud of it, but hey, he did it. MP restored, intelligence, men, and agility increased. I gotta find out what the hell men actually stands for. Rust using a camping kit. I mean, the tent's right there, man. That's just there for show, though. You actually have to use one. Camping kit. So there's either 5 or 6 characters. You can see that there's 3 empty slots beneath them. I'm pretty sure it's 5, though. We caught a glimpse of some of them during the intro of this game way back when we first started this playthrough. I see snowflakes. We're almost there. We're on Twitter. Don't worry about it. Sky Splitter. I like her choreography. When she does her little magic attacks. Drill Crush? Uh-oh. Oh shit! I didn't think he'd just launch himself like a missile. Poor Lang, dude. It's just a suicide attack. I thought it was actually gonna, you know, like drill. Yeah, snowflakes. What the fuck? I never would have found that. Acquired wisdom oil, how appropriate. They're like, ah, you were smart enough to see the hidden path. Here you go. That's pretty clever.
よし行くぞ
さあファードへ集いし破滅の光
Candy Crush. No, just Gravity Crush, but close enough. Zoned out for a second. I think they did too. We're almost out of here. It didn't take long for dungeons to get long in this game. Then again, I don't know how far in we actually are. In terms of like the sheer number of videos that this playlist has, we are not even halfway yet. But close. Close. Why'd they go back? Did I forget something? I'll have to slow it back down in a second, but... I like that the encounter rate in this game is actually reasonable. I think it was a little too high in the first Legaia. But the game is also designed around that, because even if you fight every battle, the game's still pretty fucking hard. Like, even if you fight every battle, sometimes you actually have to take time to grind and overlevel a little bit for some boss fights, unless you really know what the hell you're doing. This game might be a slightly better balanced. I don't know how much though, because the person who, you know, the description of these videos, like I said before, well, our different playthrough I saw for this game, said that there are some power spikes and difficulty spikes, or power scaling and difficulty spikes. There's times where your characters just become super powerful for no reason. They're thinking if they still have something to do here, I guess. We made it! We're out of the forest and into the snow. Very white. She's happy to be back home. Maya says, that's my house. The path that continues on leads to Raim's cave. She's got a cute snowman in front of her house. Maya says, huh? Haven't you ever seen snow before? Lang says, this is... snow? He hasn't. Maya says, it's colder here than in Langstown, but it's warmer inside. Let's go in the house now. Maya's super cute, but in a different way from Noah. It's like similar, but in a different way. Lang says, what's wrong, Master? Like, she has that, obviously, she has like the innocent vibe to her, but it's, you know, it's a little bit different. Because she's not as, you know, sheltered, having been raised by like nothing but a wolf for 10 years. Maya says, Kazan? Kazan says, I don't deserve to enter this village. I bet the other villagers would agree. Oh, we got a Barrett situation with Corel. What's going on? Kazan says, if only I had noticed your power a little sooner, then you wouldn't have lost your family and your friends. Maya says, but Kazan, you saved me. I think the village will forgive you, Kazan. Let's go inside. Mick says, Maya! Maya came back to the village! Oh, cute ass kids. Look at that little run. That's super cute. It's looking adorable. Who says, what's going on? Is that a little mini person run? Who says, Kazan, where have you been? You disappeared. Maya says, I'm sorry for making you worry. I'm sorry. Ruth says, Maya, what happened to you? I thought you lost your voice. Mick says, this is great. Talk to me, Maya. Rona says, congratulations, Maya. Careful, we got the Rona in the village. Simba says, you finally came back. Kazan, didn't you know how lonely little Maya was without you? Kazan says, I don't deserve to live in this village. I couldn't save Maya's family, or the villagers. Simba says, hey, Kazan, nobody could have stopped it. It wasn't your fault. Hilda says, that's right. Kazan, and you saved Maya. Nobody blames you, so why should you leave the village? You and Maya, and everybody in the village. I feel like you're all family. Excuse me? So what's the point of being family if we're all separate, huh? Excuse me again. Am I right, honey? Simba says that's right. Isn't that why you came back, Kazan? No, we're actually here on business, but... Simba, is this Lion King now? Yeah, I gotta wonder that too. Simba, where's Mufasa, man? Ruth says, welcome back, Maya. And Kazan? Is this your... kid? Please tell me they're not referring to Ling right now. Like, you are not trying to imply what I think you're... What are you at? What? Kazan says, no. He's my student, I guess. His name is Lang. I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt and say they probably thought Kazan had a kid with obviously someone else, not Maya. Because there's no fucking way Lang would look younger than Maya. Like, yeah, they probably just assumed maybe Kazan had a kid with somebody out there that wasn't here. I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt and say that. Hilda says, oh, I was shocked. I thought you'd had a kid. You've had a hard time, haven't you? We've had nothing but trouble since the Black Sun appeared. Also, how long have they actually been, or at least how long has Kazan been gone? If they thought his kid would be as old as Lang right now. He must have been gone for a very long time. Hilda says it's not an exciting village, but make yourself at home. Simba says, let's have a drink for old time's sake. Promise me, Kazan. Oh god, again. Maybe that's what Galvin reminded him of. That's why Kazan wanted to drink with him and all that. Because he reminded him of this guy or something. Hilda says, just like a fish. Durban says, loosen up a little. It's the perfect occasion. Maya says, I told you. The incident has been forgotten. Nobody cares anymore. Kazan says, you're right. I was being silly. Maya says, let's go back home now. I love wholesome moments like this. I think I've said that like a million times, but... Kazan says, wow, it's a lot cleaner than before. Maya says the house was a pigsty when Kazan lived here. Kazan used to live in this house. I'm renting it now, though. Kazan says, do you want to live here too, Ling? There's still an empty room. Like he's just gonna abandon his own hometown. Kazan says, hey, Maya? What's wrong? Maya says nothing? Oh, now that's just...
Bullshit!
Maya says the room Kazan used to live in is spare, but... there's nothing there except the bed. Kazan says, okay. Lang, go ahead and use the room. Lang says, what are you gonna do, Master? Kazan says, me? Actually, I felt more comfortable living in the shack on Mount Gable. Anyway, can we see Raim tomorrow? I've been invited to Simba's home. Yeah, to get drunk again. She just likes to drink. And Maya just came back too. She needs to catch up. Maya says, but... Kazan says, alright then, the decision's made. Anytime somebody says that, it's because they're just trying to rush. They're trying to force it, even though the other person... Look at her face, she's pissed. Maya says, Kazan? Sheesh.
You bastard!
You suck!
Basically. Maya says, I guess Kazan is happy to be here too, though he doesn't show it. Lang? Lang says, Maya says, I'm going out too. I want to visit my parents' grave and tell them I'm back. Lang says, oh, okay. Don't worry about me. Maya says, okay. See you later. Kazan and Maya left the party. She definitely got more personality once she became able to talk. She wasn't very expressive at all when she was mute when we first met her. She also didn't smile as much, you know? Obviously, she was still deep in that trauma that made her mute in the first place. She was always just kind of like quiet and kind of looked sad a lot of the time. Let's plant seeds and grow flowers. You can plant seeds here. If they bloom and bear fruit, you might get items. This really is our new house. Select pot means selecting a pot. Planting seeds and adding water. Check is used to grow the plant. Oh, we got a farming simulator now too. Harvest and replant. Okay. So first you gotta harvest the flowers that are there before you can plant a new one, obviously. Okay. Or you can replant if you want to cancel the current one. How do you know how many times you're supposed to water it? Just doing 3. Just to be safe. Hey! There we go. That one underwent a drastic change. Venom Star? What's this? Herbs. Sweet. Regular fertilizer. Can use that for planting more, I guess. This place has cozy vibes. Suda says, Maya is such an unfortunate girl. She lost her parents to that bright light. And Kazan left the village. She's been all alone ever since. But she's returned to the village safely and can speak again. Kazan, I'm so happy. We don't have much contact with the outside, so we villagers treat everyone as family. Make yourself at home. Nice friendly vibe. Buckwheat is being milled. Animal meat. Why the fuck is animal meat stuffed inside a drawer? Physical remedy. I mean, I know they don't have refrigerators, but you could at least, you know, put it in a box with some salt to preserve it that way. Or a bag with salt. What the hell's it doing in a fucking dresser drawer? That's the weirdest shit ever. Whoa. I bet they freaked out that their emulator almost crashed. Rafi says, there's nothing but snow here. Life was hard in Darakan, but it wasn't as bad as this. Baron says, yes, finally a customer. That's a VIP card, isn't it? Let's show you this then. You can totally tell they freaked out because they paused for a second when they first came in here. They were probably like, oh shit, it's gonna crash. Skip through the shopping. I didn't do much. My friend, stop by anytime you visit Yuno. I'll be waiting for you. The snowman. It's a snowman. That's it. No hidden items. Oh, this music. Soul Tower. Kazan says, whew, that hit the spot. So good it makes a grown man cry. Yuno stuff is the best. Simba says, I know. No need to hold back. You're a guest. It's a lot of food too. Can I have some of that? Why'd the music go away? Nick says, Maya's back. Yay. Rona says, I'll show you how to dance next time. Oh, speaking of references to the first game. Hilda says, my husband studied swordsmanship under Kazan. Now he's the best swordsman in the village. It's interesting how Kazan does actually know how to use a sword. He just chooses not to. But he can still teach it. Like he's been teaching Lang and Galvin earlier. Simba says, are you a student of Kazan's? You know what? This old man taught me how to use a sword too. Long time ago. Kazan says, old man? Who's the old man? I'm still active as ever.
You bastard!
That's right, Simba says. And I suspect you'll be active to the end too. Kazan says, huh, I've been dreaming about this. This is heaven. Dude is definitely a functioning alcoholic right there. Tatsnam juice. Silver Barome. Monster meat. Why are people stuffing meat into drawers in this motherfucking place? You know what? I bet it's because it's so goddamn cold here that anywhere you put it, it'll refrigerate anyway, man. This is... Monster meat, animal meat, they just stuff them casually into dresser drawers over here. Lip seed? Okay, that's not as strange. I know. A little. Aldo says it's you. Kazan's student, right? You look like you've got some skills. That's it? Okay. Milka says, thanks for coming. It may be cold here, but we got plenty of food. Beef! Premium beef. We got the kosher stuff. Fish. Oh, I see. They take 5 of everything if they can afford it. Crab, pasta. We got some pasta fajour. Some southern noodles. A little bit of fruit. Some miso, some tofu. Some soup broth. Dude, my mouth is actually watering. I shouldn't be reading these out loud. I'm focusing too much on what they look like in my head. A Snowland lunch. Wait, what does that one say? Extravagant lunch featuring Yuno salmon. Fuck. Well, because it's, oh, let me give you something special. Crazy about stew. Come again. Yuno's just full of good food. Was that like a book to learn new cooking stuff? I know he says, welcome. Take your time looking around. Is that the VIP card my old man was talking about? I'll show you some goods then. Wow, getting that VIP card early in the game definitely helps the most, doesn't it? A magic charm a general devised in the middle of battle. Sure escape from all but a few battles. Yeah, isn't there already an item that kind of does something similar? That we got? Must be a little. We got crafting shit going on. would say some of this stuff is really expensive, but I just noticed how much money we actually have, and that's insane. Hold on, this is for you. Acquired enjoying gardening. Thanks, take care of yourself. I never realized how quickly, like, all the numbers in the game scaled really fast compared to the first game, I feel. Like, I really don't feel like we're that far into this game. It's kind of hard for me to believe we're already, like, halfway through the playlist, actually. I guess this game, if you don't do the side content, is probably just as short as the last game, maybe. This playlist actually has, I'm pretty sure, has all the side content in it, too. And we're still almost halfway, so that's saying something. An elaborately built snowman. Although, it looks no different from the other one. Rommel says, this is the food storage area for the entire village. Those will fall on you if you're not careful. I said fail. Acquired Donjak? What the hell is that? It's a chair. We're redecorating the room. A melancholy stuffed animal that always has a sad look. Oh, a book about gardening. Apparently gardening is making a quiet comeback. Welcome to the wonderful world of gardening, where your heart's in bloom too. In order to make seeds sprout, the right amount of water is essential. Condition of the flower or fruit or addition of fertilizer will affect harvest from the same seed. Sunset seed requires a little water, twice. Stink bulb, refreshing seed, needs little water but bears more fruit when watered about 5 times. Oh, so this is how you figure out how to do it, okay. Lip seed, lots of water is key to growth. That just reminded me. Yeah, I think you can literally just grow a lips. And then, can you fight it? Or was there something special you do with it? There was something about it. But yeah, it looks just like the actual enemy. It grows out of the flower pot. Maybe it'll give you the lips flute, the Lippian flute or whatever, from the first game so you can summon it. Acquired magic bottle. That was what I wanted to show at the end of the stream too. We already saw that one, but I totally forgot to show the other one that I edited into my inventory with the save state hacking that I did at the end of the game, the previous game. Because I'm actually curious to see what it is. It said it was like a spiked fish flute or something. Makiriku says, aren't you cold at all? You seem pretty lightly dressed to me. Yeah, I don't even have a shirt on. You came through the forest? Wow, even we hunters hardly go in there. But dude, I'm an anime protagonist or a JRPG protagonist, take your pick. Either way, we don't get cold. Like, we have the main character plot armor. We can go to a cold place wearing hardly anything and we're totally fine. Acquired heal bottle. Cool. Yorba says, what an uproar. Please don't cause this village any more trouble. What are you talking about? Bruce says, well, I'm glad you brought Kazan back. Anyway. We were so worried when Maya left the village after Kazan. So again, they're implying he left a long time ago. It sounds like she left only recently though, because... Well, we don't actually know how long she was a prisoner at Doplin Castle. I don't think it was that long though. They're being very vague. Excuse me, they're being very vague about it. Ruth says, we hardly ever leave the village. I heard it's dangerous out there anyway. I feel more comfortable here. Yorba says, spirits? There's no such thing. Oh, they're hiding something.
Dude, bullshit.
Oh, right. It says the same thing as before. I didn't even notice Maya over here until now. Maya says, Mother, thank you. If I hadn't heard your voice, I would have... Father, I won't run away anymore. I won't curse myself anymore. This power of mine, it will come in handy someday. I'm sure of it now. So don't worry about me, Mother and Father. Maya says, Ling, sorry to keep you waiting. Shall we go home? I joined the party. Aw, she left a little bouquet. Ling says this must be the grave for Maya's parents. Someone left flowers. The grave? The grave? generic grapes. Okay. Hold on, I gotta see that again. Look at the moves on these kids. And Kazan over here being drunk dancing with them. The fuck is this? Simba says, hey, Kazan! Maya and your student came to pick you up. Kazan says, you guys have to dance too. Sanji, the mountain man. Best tree climber in the land.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Jesus. I call it there. The soundboard did the trick. Simba says, oh man. I'll take care of him tonight. I'll send him home by morning. Maya says, can't be helped, I guess. We got a drunk father over here. Hilda says, don't just stand there. Make yourself at home. You've come a long way, haven't you? Simba says, sorry, it's only for today. Kazan and I are so happy. How about it, just for today? Nick says, hiya. Wow, Kazan, nice move. Actually, I think he said he, yeah. Rona says, yeah. Come on, dance with us. Kazan says, oh, great hunter. To the mountain, wander. Hey. Wander, over the valley yonder. Oh. Down on the border between the north and south. Hey ho. Wow. Nice singing, dude. Lang says, let's forget about him. He'll be partying all night. Let's go back to the house, okay? Well, we fucking tried. Kazan! You drunk fucking bastard! And just run away. He's drunk, he won't mind. He seems like a friendly drunk, so... Rearrange the room? Dude, are we actually moving in here? Like, is this our new home away from home? We don't even get these options back at the actual village, you know? We actually have a house here. Place furniture, remove all furniture, look around room, quit rearranging. This is something So I mentioned Phantasy Star Online earlier. Something I liked about its sequel, which was Phantasy Star Universe, was that you could actually get your own room like this and decorate it and stuff. It was the first time I'd seen that as an actual like mechanic in an MMO. Of course, plenty more have that kind of thing now. Actually, maybe not as many as I thought. But regardless, I always thought that was a neat concept. That's something you can do in this game too. Hey, that's cute. Oh, that's the Donjak? It's a fucking melancholy stuffed animal that always has a sad look. It's the Gubu. The Gubu from FF14, but in this game's version of it. That moss-covered giant that we fought. Donjak. Didn't it have a different name when we fought it though? Maya says, feel free to use this room as you like. But don't put too many things in or it'll lose its sense of personality. What if that is my personality, Maya? What if I just want to fill the room with all kinds of little stuffed toys and stuff? What if that is me? The Mountain Morgue, yeah, that's what it's called. Are we gonna have a cozy, comfy night, or is... no. Almost, but... I had to throw in some sadness in there. Kazan says, I never thought I'd ever come back here. If only I had noticed Maya's power a little earlier, you wouldn't have lost your lives. All I can do now is apologize. All I can do is to watch over that child in your stead. This is probably the real reason he gets drunk. He's a happy drunk, but he definitely is, you know, running from some demons. And this is it. These are the demons that are chasing him. Kazan says, I swear I'll keep that promise to my dying breath. Character development. Good stuff. Okay, I still got time. Kazan says, how late are you planning to sleep? The entire world is in danger. Time is a luxury we don't have. Maya says, look who's talking, Kazan. You were out all night.
You suck!
Kazan says, that was then. This is now. Whatever. Let's go and see Rain. Just like,
Oh, shit!
again, I like that Maya calls him out on this shit. Oh, we gotta take the back exit so that we can actually go north of the village. The only way out this way. Right into a cave. What are those? Magical runes? Maya says, that's the monolith. See, she's always smiling now. Lang says, it's just like the one we saw at the chapel. But this one doesn't have the black sun. Yeah, I was like, there is something different about it. It's not as dark. Lang says, he's human?
What? Surprise, motherfucker.
Kazan says, no. It looks human, but it's a spirit. Lang says, a spirit? Yeah, like a ghost, you know. Kazan says, remember the mountain morgue at Mount Gable? It's like the morgue, a spirit. It can speak, though. Yeah, but the morgue was more solid. This motherfucker's see-through. Kazan says, the mountain morgue inhabited Mount Gable. Raim inhabits the great tree behind the monolith. Appropriate place to put the main theme of the two Legaia games here. It's like the Genesis tree all over again. The title screen for the first game literally has, like the motif of a tree. Presumably the Great Genesis tree. Doesn't look like it, but you know. Just like his fancy looking tree on it, on a glass orb, surrounded by some grass. The title screen for the first game. Here we're in front of a giant tree and they play the main theme. It's neat. Raim says, you are Lang, aren't you? Lang says, how do you know my name? It's a spirit, it can probably just read your mind or something. Raim says, don't be too surprised. I know almost everything about this world. The roots of this tree spread all over the world. Oh, there we go. It's like the Great Genesis tree or something. It's some kind of omnipotent tree. Raim says, and I can learn what's going on from those roots. That reminds me of the Life tree from FF9. Kazan says, Raim, about the black sun. What's the eclipse Avalon was talking about? Raim says, the eclipse, the terrible power from another world created the black sun. That power is consuming... That was a little quick there. Consuming what? This world. Okay, makes sense. The eclipse is turning all living things into evil, darkness, chaos. Lang says, did that man Avalon make it happen? Raim says, yes and no. The answer is carved into this monolith. Behold, the Source Forge. Lang says, the Source Forge? Raim says, the very creator of this entire world. Kazan says, the creator, the origin of our entire world. Can this really be? Raim says, I understand how difficult it may be for you to believe. To prove it, I'll show you a memory, my memory, of this world of yours. Raim does also is like one letter away from being called Rem, the god of time, and Hari was their messenger. And then they revealed that Rem was basically one and the same with Tieg, which was just god. Like actual god of everything. So, it's a lot of similarities here. I like it. A lot of parallels. Lang says, what's this? Yeah, that could easily be like Rem. Rem. Raim says it's the core of the Source Forge. It's the place where all life is created. Oh, I see very familiar looking crystals there. Raim says the Source Forge wasn't always here. At first, this world contained nothing. And then 3 sources of power were born. They were the Infinity Stones. I mean, the power of fire and wind and water. Fire became the sacred burning stone, water became the sacred azure stone, and wind became the sacred teal stone. Interesting. Their power melded together and the Source Forge was born. The stones then created life and the Source Forge sent it into the world. They're different elements, one of them anyway, the water one, but the colors are the same as Meta, Terra, and Ozma. Just that Ozma was lightning and not water. Rame says this life that was sent forth continued to evolve and propagate, right up till the present. But the delicate balance of the Source Forge, that source of all life, was ruined by him. What did he do to it? Rame says the arrangement of the 3 sacred stones at the core of the Source Forge is responsible for producing the world's life. And that man has upset that precious arrangement. So it's perverting all life. Turning it into something it shouldn't be. Yeah, there he is doing that. Which is why we're seeing monsters or animals come back to life as zombies and shit. The laws of nature are being fucked with. Oh, and that's what turned it red, which is how we saw it when the last time we saw the Avalon and his henchmen do it. That's why he predicts we're eventually gonna show up there with the 3 crystals, because that's the only way to fix the world now, and he'll be waiting for us. Lang says, so that's what I saw in my dream that time. Rame says, when the arrangement of the sacred stones was changed, the Source Forge began to run amok. It began trying to create a world full of evil and chaos, covering everything with the power of the eclipse, born of the Black Sun. Get that last detail again. So that is literally what directly caused the Black Sun, okay. Yep. We're watching an episode of Heroes now. I'm kind of wondering if that Black Sun is just there for the rest of the game now. I don't remember that being the case. I'm pretty sure that dark red hue outside doesn't stay everywhere. But then again, maybe it's just like for this area. We'll find out soon enough. Kazan says, where is this Source Forge? If we restore its balance, can't we change the world back to the way it was? Rame says, Kazan, it is impossible for you. You cannot restore the Source Forge. Lang, only you can restore the Source Forge. Lang says, me? Why me? Rame says, because you are a Star Shaper. Lang just says... Kazan says, the man at the chapel called Lang that too. Star Shaper? What's that mean? Rame says, power to manipulate the Source Forge. Power to shape the future of this planet. Only you and Avalon possess the power. Lang says, where did this power come from? Tell me, what am I? Rame says, what am I? Is that your query? You and Avalon were born, nay, were chosen by the Source Forge. Lang says, born? From the Source Forge? Well, he said chosen, actually, but... Raim says the Source Forge was created with the desire to promote life on Earth. I said force, didn't I? At first. Before I corrected myself. This is Star Wars now. What do you say though? It was created with the desire to promote life on Earth. Or perhaps it was the will of the Sacred Stones, the creators of the Source Forge. The life that sprang from it spread across the world, creating more life over the ages. From a realm devoid of time, the Source Forge has stood watch over the cycle of life. But unforeseen seeds form during the cycle of death and rebirth. I speak of the mystics. Beings who were a mixture of the forces of nature and of humanity. Were these mystics born to create a world full of hope, full of dreams? Or were they born to destroy the very world the Source Forge had created? The Source Forge became interested in the mystics. It even hoped that the mystics might guide its world to a better place. You and Avalon have the power to use the Source Forge. The future of this world is in your hands. But Avalon, he has come to hate this world. I think his sad experience of being a mystic has changed him. No shit, he's got trauma, just like the rest of us. Lang says nothing. Raim says this world is being consumed by ruin, and the only one who can stop it is you. You are the only hope, Lang. It's a lot of weight being put on his shoulders right now. Lang says, I still can't... It's hard to believe I was created by the Source Forge. I don't feel like I've got any special power either. But I'm sure about one thing. I can't let the world waste away. Kazan says, Lang. Maya says, Lang.
Dylan!
Everybody, basically. Lang and Dylan. Lang says, how can I restore the Source Forge to the way it was? They, you know, they were basically saying...
You son of a bitch.
They believe in him. And they're glad to see him, you know, at least be motivated and confident enough to see this through. Raim says, if the Pyrolith, Aqualith, and Aerolith are properly arranged within the core of the Source Forge, you can reset the Source Forge. And remove the Black Sun as well, Ling. But to do so, first you must collect these 3 sacred stones. Avalon may try to stop you. You must resist his limitless power and win. Kazan says, Rain, why are we here then? To fight against him at Ling's side. Maya says, Ling, you won't be alone. We'll all fight together to save the world we live in. Lang says, Master, Maya.
Son of a bitch.
Yep. Kazan says, I knew it. Our meeting was no accident. We were fated. Fated to fight together against Avalon. To save the world. Lang says, we won't let this world be destroyed. And I'll change the Source Forge back to the way it was. There we go. Kazan says, Raim, what's wrong? Raim says the power of the eclipse is stealing life force from my tree. Kazan says, Raim, hold on. Raim says, forgive me. I cannot remain in this world for long. I will leave my memories in this monolith. Only mystics can locate the sacred stones by touching this monolith. The Source Forge resides inside, the tower leading to the center of this world, the Demiurge Tower. The sacred stones will guide you there. Kazan says, Raim! And there he goes. Raim. Maya says, perhaps we'll see him again. After we restore the world, Kazan. Lang says, Master, Maya, let's go. Kazan says, right. We'd better find out where those sacred stones are located. Try touching the monolith, Lang. So one of the few memories I do have of this game from a long time ago, before we started this playthrough, I know I mentioned one yesterday or the day before. Another one was the Source Forge itself. That big empty round room with the Source Forge in the center. I remember that being the place where you fight the last boss. Which, I mean, by the way the story's going, it seems like that's obviously going to be the case. And I remember a little bit more, but I don't want to say because it could be spoilery. Even for myself. But I mean, for myself, well, obviously just from what I'm seeing, I'm starting to get a clearer picture of that memory. But for the sake of, you know, this whole, like, playthrough, I'll just leave it at that. Let the question appear in your mind. Saw the Aqualith, and here's the Pyrolith, seemingly in a volcano. I remember this. I remember this dungeon when I played this way back then. I don't remember this one. The Aerolith. Kazan says, was that real? Looks like we're gonna have a hard time finding anything here. About the Aqualith, Lang, you... Maya says, Kazan. Lang says, we just returned it, but the world needs help. Let's go back to Null. This is gonna be a tough conversation with the people back home. I know we just brought this back and it's like our source of life here, but we kind of need to take it away again. They're all gonna be like,
What? What? What the fuck?
it's definitely gonna be what's gonna happen. It's like, but y'all understand if we don't do this, we all die anyway. Well, at least now we can just fast travel though. Oh, right. Camp chatter. Kazan says, by the way, Maya, did you meet with Faldo? That's the other thing that tells me this game's kind of short. The fact that we're almost at the halfway point. We're pretty much almost there. And they even do this. Optional conversations and everything else. So it's like, damn. If we just did MSQ, we might have even been finished by now. That's crazy. I thought this game was longer. Because most of these videos are all about 20 minutes. Let me check the playlist real quick. Yeah, they're all averaging about 20-30 minutes. And there's only 53 of them, I think. So pretty short. You just do the main story. Anyway, Kazan says, by the way, Maya, did you meet with Faldo? Maya says, what? Kazan says, what's wrong? You always played with him when you were little. He even told me he would marry you, Maya. Oh shit! So what's up with you? What's up with you two? Anything new? You saw him in Uno, right? Maya says, stop it, Kazan. You don't have to talk about him right now. And then the fact that we get an answer choice when we're not even in this conversation. I don't care. I want to hear about it. I'm in shock. What are they implying again? Like earlier, right? Who was it that... It was Kazan, I think, right? He said that Maya has opened up a lot to Lang back when she was mute. But then, which was unusual for her because she's usually shy and reserved or something. I guess they might be hinting at the fact that you can like low-key ship them or something. Kind of like with Vaughn and Noah at the very end of the last game. Maybe. Because I mean, Maya is getting pretty defensive here. Okay, so I don't care, I want to hear about it or I'm in shock. Lang says, don't worry about me. I don't care anyway. Maya says nothing. Maya is mildly upset by that. Or not, but things are kind of getting awkward anyway. Kazan says, so, what's going on, Maya? Anything new? Maya says, I hate you, Kazan. Just leave me alone.
Son of a bitch!
What? Kazan says, what? Why'd you get so mad all of a sudden? You know what you did, asshole. I'm in shock. Lang says, I didn't know. Lang's nervous laughter like, oh, I guess I don't really have a shot with Maya, do I? Lang says, guess I got too excited. Man, do I feel dumb. Oh, there it is. Lang just literally came out with it right there. He's like, damn, I thought I had a shot, I guess not. Maya says, hey, wait, Lang. Lang says, okay, I understand. Maya says, what do you understand? I didn't say anything. Lang says, that's okay, you don't have to. Maya says, nothing is going on with Faldo. He's just a friend. That's all. Lang says, really? Maya says, just because Kazan said something silly, you're taking it seriously. Kazan says, but wasn't Faldo serious? Oh my god, I love this drama right now, man. It's like a fucking soap opera. Maya says, he was only 10 years old. Things are different now. At least, I think so. Only 10 years old, and presumably she's about the same age. We can probably infer here that these characters are definitely older than the characters in the first game. They're probably more in their late teens, early 20s at this point, with which is probably late teens most likely. Because they still imply that they're quite young. So, yeah, but it seems like just from her saying that, and that was a long time ago, it's like they're definitely older than the cast in the first game. I mean, obviously, Kazan is. They've already said he's middle-aged, but I meant like more so Maya and Lang. Still, at this point, see, you can tell that there's some tension between Maya and Lang. The fact that she was desperate to try to keep, you know, it's just, I got it immediately from the fact that she went silent when Lang said he didn't care. She could tell he was she was kind of like, you know,
Oh, shit!
that he was just kind of fronting a little bit, but also she was like maybe mildly upset because she kind of maybe wanted him to be a little bit jealous. You know, there's obviously something there. Okay, so what about I want to hear about it in a calm way instead of saying you're in shock. Lang says, I want to hear this too. What is going on with you two? Maya says nothing. Immediately.
Oh, shit!
Faldo is just an old friend of mine. Lang says, just what? Maya says, nothing. Lang says, huh? Why are you staring at me? Kazan says, poor guy. I feel sorry for Faldo. There you go. That's the moment. If you pick that answer, Kazan's like, yep, that dude has lost his chance. Maya is definitely into Lang now. Hardcore. That look she gave him, he saw it and he was like, oh yeah, I get it. Yep, Faldo's fucked. Gonna have to find someone else. Lang says, achoo! Looks like I caught a cold.
Fuck! I got poison!
Kazan says, because you're so lightly dressed. It's snowing. Don't underestimate nature. Lang says, I know, but... Achoo! I have a pounding headache. That's a cold, dude. He's like... Maya says, hold on. I have some cold medicine. Here you go. Lang says, thanks, Maya. Maya says, don't push yourself. Keep warm, sleep well, and you'll feel better in the morning. Lang says, I hope so. Yeah, we can't have the hero of the world catching a cold, bro. It's poor form. You ain't gonna save the world like that. The van says, poor Rain. I never thought he'd go before I did. Maya says, but I bet Rain will come back after that black sun is gone and the world is back to normal. Don't you think? We'll be able to see him again, Kazan. Right? Kazan says, yeah. I bet you're right. I don't know if we can do it or not. But we've got to try to fix things. For his sake and for our own sakes, too. Lang says nothing. Long, pregnant pause. Kazan thinks to himself, I understand how he feels. After everybody was so happy about getting the Octolith back. Now we've got to take it away again. Maya says, poor Lang. Oh, maybe they were whispering to each other. Lang says, let's go back to Null. We've got to get the Aqualith back. This is going to be a very uncomfortable conversation with them. Like, that sucks, man. At least let everybody fill up their buckets with water or something. Make a reserve. Fill up a water tank or some shit. You know? That could help. Wait, you level these things up? Oh. I guess I kind of forgot that. It was probably in the tutorial earlier, but I forgot. Yeah, you use it more and you unlock new skills from it. Darkened Citadel. Going back to town. Oh, shopping. Crafting. A Babel necklace? Oh, anti-seal. Seal must be silence, basically. Hence the name Babel necklace will give you protection. You can't stop babbling. You can't be silenced. Yeah, that makes sense. Looks like we're gonna have this uncomfortable conversation tomorrow, it seems. Yep, this is where the video cuts off, and the next one starts right here. Taking the Aqualith. Yeah. I say we're gonna have it tomorrow because a good stopping point. I'll start from this video at the beginning of this video right here. Next time, because I gotta go to bed now, so it works out. A good stopping point because I assume we're gonna, you know, cutscenes, conversations, and then we're off to, you know, we'll decide where we're gonna go from here next after we get the Aqualith, so. Because right now, we don't know where the fuck we're going after this. They haven't really talked about that yet. One thing at a time and all that. But so, yeah. That's it for me for now, folks. Where's the music? I'll still play this one for now. Same music, there we go. So yeah, as always, thank you all very much for watching. I appreciate the support across any and all platforms. Thank you very much. And as I always say, please take care of yourselves. Look after each other, don't die. And until next time, I hope you all have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, and good night. Zodiac says, alright, sounds good. Yep. Thanks for stopping by, as always, Zodiac. Hope you've enjoyed some of the VODs you've been catching up on. And yeah, until next time, take care, everybody. Bye. This is very ominous music to say a little cute bye on, but you know, whatever.
Bruh.